Hello and welcome back to the channel. So on this tutorial I'll just be showing you how to take step-by-step measurement for a corset or a bustier. So most times people ask me how I take measurements for my corset, and for this tutorial I'll just be showing you how I take measurement for the shoulder down to the waistline. So for this measurement, it is just the basic measurement and nothing much. So I won't be going into much details, and I'm going to keep it very simple, especially for the beginners. So the first measurement you want to take, right, is the shoulder measurement. You're going to place your tape starting from this point down to the other point. So I'm just going to go ahead and place my tape to show you what I mean by that. So, and I'm also going to do an illustration with myself. So you know this bone on your shoulder, you're going to place your tape at one point, making sure it touches that bone, and you're going to place your tape at the other side. So that is your shoulder measurement. So when I'm drafting, most times I divide my shoulder measurement into 2, which is 14 divided by 2, giving me 7. So my shoulder measurement is 14. So now to take your measurement, please do not start at this lower part, start at the upper part of your body this way. Now I'm going to place and get my shoulder to bust point. So this is where your nipple is, and it is your shoulder to bust point. This is the shoulder to under bust point, and from the shoulder to under bust point I'm going to place down to the navel. So I went ahead to tie this rope on it just to show you where the waistline is. So for shoulder to half length, which is your shoulder to under bust plus 3, you're going to mark somewhere around here. So some people use shoulder to under bust plus 2. So this is your half length, and this is the waistline, because I get a lot of questions about half length. So the half length is a bit higher than your waist length or your waist point. So now we are going to take the body circumference. So at the bust side, you're going to place your tape and you're going to move your tape round. So depending on what your client wants or what you want, so if the person wants it to be fitted, you're just going to place and measure it round. So most times when I'm taking my corset measurement, I make sure that is fitted on the body. So this is a plastic, so I'm finding it difficult to actually measure the bust point. But when measuring, you should make sure that this iron part of your tape laps with your tape. The iron part, which is the beginning of your tape, laps very well. So right, for the underbust measurement, you're just going to place your tape this way and you're going to take your underbust measurement. So right, it totally depends on what the person wants. Some people don't like their outfit to be too tight, while some people do like it very tight. But when I'm making a corset, I make sure I get the accurate measurement, and I make sure it is fitted. And on the waistline also, you're going to place to get the person's round circumference on the waistline. Now moving over, we're going to take the nipple to nipple measurement. So from this nipple down to the other part, so for this dummy it is 7 inches, and for me also it is 7 inches. So most times I say nipple to nipple, this is it. And when we are drafting, we normally divide it into 2, and that is 7 inches divided by 2, I have 3.5. So when I'm drafting mine, this is what I usually use. So whatever yours is, you're just going to measure. So let's go over to measuring the back. So most times when I'm drafting my corset, I just place my tape for the back. I place the shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waistline measurement. So you can use that, it actually works also. But if you measure your back from the shoulder down to the waistline, you notice that the back measurement is a bit shorter. So while placing your measurement, you notice that the front measurement is actually longer than the back because the back does not have busts. So that's where the bust dart comes in. With that, you're going to use it to blend in the back and the front waistline to be the same. So for example, let's say your shoulder to waistline in front is 17 inches because mine is 17 inches. So shoulder to waistline at the back is 15.5 inches. So I have 1.5 inches difference. So when you're plotting your basic bodies, if you're going to use a bust dart, you're going to use a bust dart of 1.5 inches. By the time you take out bust dart of 1.5 inches in front, you will notice that the waistline of the front and the waistline of the back blends in. So everybody's measurement is not the same, so you can have a difference of 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 3.5 inches away from your front measurement. And also, to get your chest line is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So also, depending on some pattern, you also have to measure the hip circumference, especially if you're working on an inbuilt corset, so you have to measure around your hip accurately. So with this, I hope I have answered the question pertaining how I take my measurement for the upper part of my corset. So if you have any question, please leave it at the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Join us in our next video. Thanks.